from Moanalua High School.
In association with Metamak.
Giving voices to stories untold.
We are Now Loading News.
Aloha and welcome to Now Loading News. I'm Elizabeth Quilopo.
And I'm Melina Morris-Cato. Welcome to the first episode of the 2015 to 2016 school year. Students are more than excited to get back to school, especially because Moanalua High School offers a variety of electives like art and dance that help them find their passions and interests.
That's right. For the first story, reporter Rhino Cheryl tells us about how Moanalua High School teacher Lars Mitsuda rediscovered his passion through teaching.
Hailing from rainy Seattle, Lars Mitsuda was a chef-turned-teacher. After deciding to start a new culinary program, he now shares his love for cooking with the students here at Moanalua High School.
Example sheet, right? When you're looking at it,
many people are afraid of not knowing what their true passion is. For Moanalua High School teacher Mr. Mitsuda, it was a long journey to finding his path.
Prior to coming to Moanalua, I cooked professionally. But before that, I went to business school. I've always wanted to have a culinary arts degree, so I went to culinary school. After that, I got my master's in education, taught for around 4 years, and then had an opportunity to teach here, and then came to Moanalua.
He has worked in every aspect of the culinary industry on the mainland. I think he's worked with Chef Roy of Roy's, and if I'm not mistaken, Alan Wong of Alan Wong's, and the Pineapple Room.
Well, I really love kids. I love working with kids, and I love the culinary arts. I used to cook professionally, so I figured to combine the two, if you have kids and culinary arts together, teach them, two passions right there, so that works for me.
Mixing his interests together, Mr. Mitsuda found his true calling all in one place.
The way that he teaches and how happy he is about teaching it, you can tell that he's very into it and passionate about it.
I think he's pretty crazy, in a good way though. You know, you can tell he's passionate about the things that he loves. He's very meticulous.
Even if you don't want to necessarily be a chef or you want to be a cook, culinary arts just teaches you fundamentals about being safe. It teaches you how to multitask. It opens your mind to a different world.
Although he teaches culinary, his students learn that cooking is just a small ingredient in the big pot of life.
I actually get up and do hands-on stuff other than just taking notes or taking tests. It's more like you actually learn things about the real world and what you would need to do in the future.
With the cafe hopefully opening, they can learn about management and business as well, and just working with people. We want to serve bread, maybe spreads with it, soups, and it's basically whatever the kids are doing at the time and applying that real application of running a business and to cooking it from start to finish.
With hopes of opening a cafe, Mr. Mitsuda wants to share his variety of flavors with all the students.
So I think that, especially for Mr. Mitsuda, but I think for all teachers, if you put us in our element, that's when we thrive. So since Mr. Mitsuda is teaching culinary now, I think everybody, the students as well as the staff, is going to see him really grow as a teacher.
Every single time I'm in a kitchen and I get to see kids work with food and work together and become better people, it always makes me happy.
Hoping to spice up students' lives by introducing the cooking world to them, Mr. Mitsuda finally knows where he's meant to be. Rhino Cheryl, Now Loading News.
Over the years, Moanalua High School has built their music department into a program all members can take pride in.
The marching band in particular is known for their precision as well as discipline. Reporter Cheryl Chong reveals the secret to their success.
Like any other band, it requires the cooperation of all participants. What makes Moanalua different is the support that the alumni has given throughout the years.
Winning third best in the nation and achieving first place for color guard, Moanalua High School is known for their prestigious marching band. What is their secret, you ask?
I graduated 2014.
I graduated in 2015.
I graduated in 2011.
I'm a 2005 graduate from Moanalua High School.
Former members of the marching band return to the program that has once given so much to them in hopes of instilling the same things they learned.
From the time I graduated high school here to this day, I always believe that our program here is getting better and better and better. And it's largely thanks to the alumnus that went through this program.
All the directors, all the tech staff really made me this program has made me like a hardworking person.
I learned a lot, and I really wanted to help, give back to the students who wanted to pursue something that I believed in.
Alumni are techs, go over music sheets, help with stretching, correct posture, and are masters of sounding off.
We can't give people the individual attention they need. So having the staff, especially the alumni staff all over the place, it helps us give all the students the attention that they need so they can improve and get better in their own way.
All while stressing pride in everything the students do.
P stands for perseverance. To me, it's the ability to continue working hard even when you're at a low point in your life. And when you can't seem to get things on the first try, just keep working at it to make it better for the people around you so that they can benefit from what you've done.
Our respect. You need to respect the people around you, not just the ones that you're twirling with or tossing with or playing music with.
When I was in marching band, they really stressed integrity, and I think that's the one thing that I've really taken back from this program. And it's really about doing something right, especially when no one's looking.
Discipline, you can't get anywhere without discipline, because if everyone was just doing their own thing, it would just be a whole mess.
And I believe that it's not something that's a product necessarily, but something that the kids should have a mentality of never be complacent, always work for something higher. And as a product, you end up with excellence.
Pride is what they are trying to achieve, but being future role models is the goal.
We help remind the students and everybody that this is what we're striving for, is this idea that we can be better, we can always be better, we can strive to be more than what we are.
They're the integral part in why we're so strong, why we are such a family.
That's why they come back. I mean, it's something hard for them to let go. That's why they want to help and give back to something that gives so much to them.
They really push us when we think we have nothing left in us. So they are really a big contributing factor of making our season a big success.
Without them, I think we would be in a flat line because there's no one to guide us anywhere, and we would just still act the same. I love to tech because when I help people, I feel good about myself, and I get to share my experiences with the other younger people too.
I am for sure coming back, most likely. I have received so much from this program, and I want, because of the alumni, and I want people coming up after me to receive the same kind of thing.
With the alumni's continuous effort to keep the students from falling flat, the future of Monolo's marching band is on the path to success. I'm Cheryl Chong for Now Loading News.
For our last story, we turn to reporter Jonas Maestro, who tells us how a local musician has given back to his community by helping students find the right notes.
This month, my group and I got the chance to talk to Gotaro Oshitari, a local musician and producer who guides the students at Powell School of Music to find their rhythm.
He's a musical genius. He can play so many instruments, and now he's a producer and newly acclaimed DJ, as I like to joke around.
With what started off as just a hobby of being a pianist in a small band with his friends, music quickly grew to become a passion for Gotaro Oshitari.
After graduating high school, I landed a full-time gigging job, and I chose to work and play music. I toured and gigged in Hawaii full-time for maybe a good 3 years, and then I went back to school, finished up a little bit, and somehow found music again.
The Powell School of Music turned to Gotaro in search for a mentor, providing him a variety of opportunities to interact with many of Hawaii's aspiring artists.
I was lucky to be one of the powwow music artists for this year, and I have a music studio here at Lana Lane, which is the headquarters of Powwow Hawaii. When I started to record the students and hear their, see what their interests are in music and what their songs were like, just kind of in awe. I was amazed that, these students were so talented.
Being well-versed in Hawaii's music scene, Gotaro was more than happy to help the team scratch the surface of what they would be getting into.
I wanted them to know that, the music industry it's not as fun as it seems. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance is needed. A lot of people are gonna let you down. There's a lot of self-doubt that you'll have. The music industry is really tough, so to keep like a positive energy is like one of the most important things you can do.
To collaborate with people, because you're pretty much forced to interact with other people that you don't know. And I don't know, it's easier to find common ground now with like the people in powwow.
As a powwow student, I feel like Gotaro taught me the logistics of being professional in the business, because anyone can teach you, you know, sight reading or how to play an instrument and where to put your fingers and everything like that. But I feel like no one really ever teaches you how to be a practical business owner, you know, and an entrepreneur and everything like that. And so I feel like Gotaro has taught me what is the right amount of time to perform at a gig, or how to ask for pay, or things like that, really.
Gotaro was sure to add his personal touch to the program and grew to become an important figure to the students.
When Gotaro came into the picture, he presented himself as like an older brother to us. He really nurtured us and he took care of us, I feel. And other than his personal touch, I feel like he brought his skill set to the table, obviously.
I wanted the kids to know that they don't have to follow this trend and they should just do what interests them and, you know, just pursue it, and don't let anybody tell them what they're doing is wrong or they shouldn't be doing that. Like, you know, as long as their interest is there and they put their heart into it, I think, you know, I let them know that that's all that matters, you know.
While staying in tune with the students, Gotaro will continue to guide what he hopes may be the future of music. Jonas Maestro, Now Loading News.
This has been another episode of Now Loading News. To keep up with us on the go, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. I'm Melina Morris-Cato. And I'm Elizabeth Kulopo. The loading is now complete.